Well, if you guys aren't caught up on it, the Genshin Impact 1 anniversary is going on, and in every gacha game ever, they always give you a ton of rewards. Except Genshin Impact, the biggest gacha game ever, they've got some of the worst rewards ever, almost non-existent in players' eyes. And so everyone is just raging. Like, they're not mad. They are hellfire, like going off the wall on Reddit. They had to shut down the Discord and mute everyone because they kept posting. There's this zombie character named Chi-Chi, and they just kept saying dead game, dead game, dead game, and using pictures of her. Like, they're just crazy. They're posting on Reddit. They had to delete a bunch of posts, and then they started review bombing Genshin. It went from a 4.6 to a 1.9. In like 6 hours. Like, it just went down to the bottom.
Jeez.
2 million 1-star reviews.
Can I say it's so bad that their hate has like spilled over and they're review bombing like other random apps? I saw people were 1-star reviewing Google Classroom, that random app, and people are like better rewards, and like the Google Classroom like admin replied, it's like, is there something we can help you with? Like, fix Genshin. It's like, oh my god, dude.
Like, seriously,
just, like, spilling out.
But the worst part is every day at 10 p.m., so I'm waiting for another one, they do a scheduled tweet. And it's like, hopefully you guys are having a great day. It's Ayaka's birthday in Genshin Impact. And all the replies are like, give us more rewards. Like, what are you doing? It's so tone deaf. It's just, I can't believe they haven't made any sort of statement. And then today, after all the review bombing, they sent out some mail. It might not be in the North America servers, but it will be at midnight tonight. They sent out mail with some primo gems, enough for like 2.5 wishes. And then they sent out...
Which is so pathetic, dude.
It's not enough. But then they sent out some wings. But the thing is these wings were supposed to be sold in the shop. And they've documented it. It's in the patch notes that those wings are supposed to be a purchasable item for around $30. But they gave them to us. And so it's like, did you plan on that? Or is this... you're panicking and that's what you're trying to do to make up for it?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's enough for players, but there's a little bit of hope back in the community. But tomorrow, we're going to get another set of mail and another reward. And if they don't amp it up further, I think people are going to be like, this is too stingy. And they're going to rage all over again. Because I guess to put into context, at this point, if the mail comes in and the stuff they currently have, it's about 20 pulls. Well, you need 70 more to guarantee a 5-star character, right? Like, that's the pity is 90 wishes. So you're only getting 20 out of 90, and people are a little miffed on that. Some other games give out like 100 wishes. Guardian Tales did 100 wishes. Dragon Quest Tact did like 170 wishes or something crazy like that. And so you start putting this together against other games, and people kind of expect to get a 5-star character for free. Pretty much every gacha game will give you a 5-star character for free or something else really, really good.
But it's like, this is so, we were talking before the podcast, and I was like, so if they just said, everyone, you get a special thing where you're going to wish, and you're going to get a guaranteed 5-star character. I was like, would that solve it? And Tash is like, yep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I have to do. Because I think that's like the big one is people want to be able to choose one of the 5-star characters. That's like the big thing is like a lot of games do a selector and you get to choose one of the main 5-star characters because...
So it's one you don't have or potentially getting a much needed upgrade for one you really like.
Exactly. Because some characters, they get so much better with constellations. Like if I get one more with my D-Luke, he's going to hit much, much harder. And some people, they've just never got a D-Luke. They've got everyone else and they're like, okay, I want to collect this other character and have a guaranteed way to do it.
Which is, can we say, like, it's so funny to me. It's like the RNG, like, that goes into these gacha games, man. Like, it's like you have to have unbelievable luck to get the 5-star character you want, but then you have to not only, like, it's very rare to get, you said like 1 out of every 100 wishes you'll get about 90, a 5-star character.
Yeah, 90
wishes. So every 90 wishes you get a 5-star character, and then not only that, but realistically, you have to get that same character multiple times in hopes that you can like get the constellation levels so that he's actually like applicable in an end game, you know, when you're really high level. So it's like it's so stingy. If they would do a selector, hey, you get to pick, you can pick one you've never gotten, finally get the 5-star, level up, you get to pick exactly what 5-star you want. miHoYo would lose nothing. Genshin would lose nothing. It would make people more excited to come back and start playing the game again. It's so crazy that they have like this that fix everything Valve, and they're like, nope.
Yeah.
No, we'll die on this
doing
hill. It's like, what?
Well, it's also just such an interesting thing as an outside observer, like to see a little snippet of gacha game culture. You know what I mean? Like, what are the community expectations? What's that culture like? It's just 34. A lot of it so different from the kind of gaming culture I'm used to, and in a shooter.
Oh, I feel like such an outsider in the community because like a lot of the chats are like ara Kek W spamming like it almost like honestly I don't want to be rude, but some people's chats on Twitch, it looks like maybe like a big group of kids just spamming, like relentlessly spamming, like yeah, and they're not like saying anything meaningful, and they're just spamming. It's almost like bot-like spamming. It's not bots though.
Where's my free stuff?
Yeah, I don't know.
For now, until China comes and cracks down on you,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that.
That's
Like,
right.
yeah,
But like
those
the other thing
kids,
too
they're-
is like
see ya.
if like I roast guns and different armor pieces in Destiny all the time. I'd be like, oh, this is trash. Don't bother. If you do that in Genshin, you have to be like, hey guys, just a quick disclaimer. This is my opinion. And if you like the character, you do your thing. But I don't really like them. The whole chat is like, oh no, you know what? You just don't know how to use it. They rage. They honestly defend the characters as if they're real people and you've offended them. It's crazy.
Right.
I've never
I
seen
think that's
anything
also
like it.
because it's like
they got a
it's-
body pillow of that
it's
character.
also-
You stop talking about her.
well, it's also like just the way Genshin, I feel like that's also just not just the culture, but it's also just the way that Genshin is made. It's like you have to kind of spend all these resources to level up a character, and you have to be lucky enough to get that character. So you might only have like one 4-star character, or like got lucky and got a 4-star character twice to get a constellation. Then you spend the resources to level them up, and then someone says they're trash. It's like, it's too late. You've gone too far.
Yeah.
You've gone too far. You have to use that character.
Yeah.
And so like people get upset.
True, 100%. And they I think they do kind of fall in love. And like, here's the other thing too, is the game is super casual, but I fell in love with like the team building and the artifacts and the dungeon because it was hard to beat early on. Now it's easy.
Yeah.
I could close my eyes and beat it. But it's so casual focused. And like the new events that are coming out in the quests, some of them are literally like dating simulators. Like with Raiden Shogun, the new Electro Archon, she did have a good quest. But then there's another quest with her, and it's like, oh, this is going to be like cool backstory on her lore. It was a date. You went on a date and went shopping kind of thing. And it's like, really? Like they downplay these characters so much, and they just give them such pathetic stories, in my opinion. And they've got like they're called hangouts, and essentially you go on dates with characters. And like I refuse to do some of them because I'm just not doing it. But that's the culture, that's the game, that's the community. They love that stuff. And I'm always the outsider saying, I want more combat, I want more fighting, I want more stuff. And so, I mean, this has been fun to watch all the drama, but like, I think there's a lot of people that are burnt out on the game, and that's part of it. They're bored,
Sure.
and the only content is getting a new character. And so they're like, where is that new character? And now that they don't have it, they're kind of... addiction is
I don't want to toot my own horn, but like I saw this coming like forever ago. Like that's why I started playing Genshin. I quit because I was like, I just kind of like saw what the direction they're going in. It's like, yeah, where's the next dungeon? Where's like almost like a raid type challenge, an endless wave type challenge, that type of stuff. Like you need something to use these characters on. You can't just infinitely add more characters, but they're pandering to that culture that's just like, people would rather have a new date level with D-Luke than like have a dungeon. It's like, brother.
Truly. And the events that do them like the best, there's one called the Wind Trace Festival, and it was essentially tag. Everyone in the community is like, this was so fun. I'm like, this is boring as hell. Get me the hell out of here. And they did this Wind Bloom Festival, which was a bunch of mini games. And everyone loved it. And I was like, holy shit, I can't believe I have to do this to get some Primo Gems. Like, I'm doing it because I want to get the Primo Gems and get a character. And I was thinking, some of these things, there was a fight where there was like a a thing where the floor was falling underneath you and you had to stay on top. I was like, make this an arena. Then if I had to try to stand on these boxes and stay alive, it would be an incredibly tough fight. And I'm thinking of all these mechanics and the potential they have, but they don't do any of that. They've got all these systems created that never get used. There's turrets that, like the whole tower defense turret system, that it comes and goes and it comes and goes, but it's never meaningfully implemented in the game. They've got like these bubble walls where they shoot out like these bubbles, and if you get snagged, it puts you in. Put those in the arena. Put them in an arena somewhere, and I have to dodge while fighting.
Do you think they're too afraid to do that just because they might lose the young audience if they have encounters that are a little too challenging for younger gamers? Be the numbers. Are they gonna dip?
Yeah, it's got to be the numbers. It's a bunch of people on mobile as well. So if you start throwing in crazy mechanics, are they going to be able to pull it off? Right?
Well, not every phone is. It might be a lot harder based on what your device can handle too.
Yeah, so it's tough. I think I need to just accept that, like, it is a super casual game, and I need to cover the news and be like, wow, Kokomi looks so cool, if I want to just milk the views. But I do love my community. I've got some community. I really like some of the content creators. I do enjoy the gameplay. I just always feel like I'm burning out. And, I'm looking at New World. I'm looking at how much fun I have, the potential for guides, and I'm like, damn, do I make a third channel and start covering New World?
Bruh.
I don't know.